Conditional logic in workflows. Welcome back. We are about to unlock one of the most powerful features in Go High Level, and that is conditional logic in workflows. Sounds fancy, but trust me, it's a total game changer for personalizing your automations. And guess what? I'm going to make it super easy and fun to understand. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to set up the workflows that adapts based on your customers' behaviors, like a choose your own adventure for your leads. Ready to dive in? Let's go. First things first, what is a conditional logic? Think of it like giving your workflow a brain. It makes decisions for you based on what a customer does. Your workflow can take different actions. For example, if a lead opens an email, you might send them one message. If they don't, you send them a different follow-up, like we saw in the last section. But we will be talking about a little more complicated workflow in the example. So basically, it's like saying if this happens, then do that. If it does not, then do this something else. So now let's make this real with a step-by-step example of conditional logic. For this, I will go to my existing workflow that I have for my students who sign up for my Canva course. So that's one of the workflows that I have. Instead of building one from scratch, I am showing you the one that I already have, and I'll take you through all the steps of it. Now that's a Canva workflow for the students who have paid. Okay, so the first trigger here is order submitted. Order submitted meaning the order submitted. The workflow trigger name is order submitted, and the filter that I have added is the global product is this. So whenever an order is submitted for this particular product, this workflow triggers. The same is this. Whenever an order is submitted for this particular product, the workflow triggers. Now, what happens when the order is submitted? When an order is submitted means that the payment was also successful. Now, whenever somebody submits an order, the first thing that we are doing is we are adding some tags. Now, these tags help us in understanding giving the contact names a specific name. Okay, these are the contacts who had successful submission of orders. So any contact who has these tags, I would understand that okay, the order was processed. So whenever an order is submitted, the first action that I'm taking is I'm adding these tags. So Canva Mastery, or a paid customer. Now once this is done, I grant them a membership offer. That is the access to the course, and then send them an email, then wait for a few days, send an email, and so on. So that's a simple workflow where we are adding a tag and then putting them into some different actions at different stages. Now, we did not see any condition here, right? We would be seeing the conditions in the next workflow. Coming back to the workflows. Now, I have this workflow called Canva Mastery Abandoned. What is this? Now, people who submitted the form but did not complete the order for some reason. That means the abandoned carts, basically. People who submitted the form but the payment was not successful, or they were not able to complete the order process. So in that case, the order was not submitted, but only the order form was filled. And that is why the trigger here is order form submission. So order form submission, in the funnel, the page and the submission type is opt-in. Now whenever a form is submitted, it waits. It waits for 30 minutes because it might happen that they might try again and go through the payment process again and successfully make the payment. So we wait for 30 minutes. Now once the wait period is over, we now apply the if-else logic. The if-else logic is 3. People who paid, people who did not pay, and then a none condition, that is not. So people who paid automatically go into the different workflow. People who did not pay will come into this workflow. Okay, so let's look at the conditions once again. So people who paid have these tags automatically added. Remember from the first workflow that we said, the orders that were submitted successfully gets these tags, and that's where these tags are going to help us. But how do we know that people who did not pay? So people who did not pay will not have these tags. They submitted the order form, they filled up the order form, but they do not have these tags. Means they did not complete the payment process. Getting my idea? So people who do not have these tags are the ones who did not complete the payment process. So we have two conditions: people who paid and people who did not pay. Now people who paid are automatically a part of different workflow. People who did not pay become a part of this workflow. Now people who did not pay, we add a tag to them called saying abandoned Canva mastery. So now I know that these are the people who did not pay. And then I say to Canva, say to the workflow that wait for 2 hours. After this wait, I again add a condition. So after 2 hours, I again want to check if they paid or if they did not pay. So I'm giving them some more time. So once again, I'm doing the same check, paid tags and not paid tags. Now, if after 2 hours, once again they come up as not being paid, we send them the first email. And that email is, did you forget something? Hi, contact name. We noticed that you were so close to completing your purchase of Canva Mastery course but left behind something behind in your cart. Don't worry, your items are still waiting for you. Just click on the link below to finish checking out. Need any help? Feel free to reply to this email and we'll be happy to assist. So that's the first email that goes to them. We once again wait. We wait for 1 day. Again check the condition, if they did the payment, they did not pay, and so on. So that's how you apply the if-else condition. Well, this will not be clear the first time. Apply some logic, give it some thought, because it's all a very logical workflow, how a human mind thinks. You just have to put that, how your mind is thinking, into this workflow using the if and the else conditions. Will not be easy. I won't say that it would be simply straightforward and very easy to implement. But yeah, if you face some roadblocks or you bumps, feel free to ask me in the Q&A section and I'll be happy to help. See ya.